Good morning, everyone. Let's bow our heads for a word of prayer. Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We ask you to look over this board and give us the wisdom to make the best decisions for all of Union County. We ask you to bless us as we come into the Thanksgiving season, and we give you thanks for all that we have. These things we ask in Jesus' name, amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Lance, would you do the roll call, please?
Commissioner Harville. Here. Commissioner Pitts. Here. Commissioner Miller.
Here.
Commissioner Bierstadt. Commissioner Hoover. Both absent.
Having a quorum, I'll call the meeting to order. First item, approval of minutes. We had a regular board meeting on October 25th and also November 8th. Everybody had a chance to look at those. Any additions or deletions? I make a motion to approve. I second that.
Commissioner Harville.
Yes.
Commissioner Pitts.
Yes.
Commissioner Miller.
Yes. We also have minutes from special call meeting on November 4th. Had a chance to look at those. No additions or deletions, I assume. I make a motion to approve. I second that.
Commissioner Harville.
Yes.
Commissioner Pitts.
Yes.
Commissioner Miller.
Yes. Public comments.
I have one. Hello everyone, appreciate everything that you all do, because I know we all work hard for our county and cities and community. But, I have some questions about the animal control. I've asked Kent back and forth several times, and, I got appointed by the mayor. That's one reason I'm here, to serve on your board, but I've never got past any meetings. But you came one time to our Chamber of Commerce meeting and passed out blueprints of the new building. And in these blueprints was the cat house. And I've just been so excited. I'm probably the best advocate for animal control there is around here, because anybody that says anything, I said, just give them time. It's gonna come back. It's gonna be in the new building. I have taken animals out there, and Caitlin has been, she was so kind. This pregnant cat came to my yard, and I took it out there, and she had a little room for it. It had a blanket, and she gave it food and water, and it was just in the best cozy place. Well, then Kent told me that a tree fell and all that and smashed it, and that's why that they couldn't take the cats anymore. So he told me it was open, and I went out there all excited to see it. And I asked Caitlin to show me the cat house, and she said, we're not taking cats, that's the county commissioner's why. And anyway, our contract says you take dogs, cats, and other animals from the city, which is getting ready to get signed and come up. So my question, one of them, is what you expect Anna to do with the cats when we were paying you in this contract to take care of them, or take them.
Well, basically at this point, yeah, we do have a cat room and so forth. We made the decision for the time being not to do cats. Doesn't mean we're not going to down the road. That's why we included it in the facility. But we basically became a dumping ground for cats, to put it short. People were just taking them out there, dumping them on the side of the road, everything else. I mean, it just got to be overwhelming. And that's basically the reason we decided not to do that for the time being. Space-wise and everything else, it just got to be more than we could do. Now, like I said, that's not to say that down the road we won't do it again. But at this point, we're still not taking cats, and that's our decision, and,
So they're dumping them in Anna.
well, they're dumping them everywhere.
And the sad thing is, if we had a program to spay and neuter, because Sarah Sullivan has got 4 spots down in Dongola right now that she will pay for animals to get spayed or neutered. And I told Caitlin that, and she said, we don't use Dongola and they don't use McCandon. Now, I don't know anything about them, I just know all of our vets in Union County are good. I've been to every one of them. And the one in McCandon does have a traveling vet. If we could get him to go to animal control, they wouldn't even have to travel. But she told me that I only used Hare and Kate. And another question I have is, Union County supports animal control. I feel animal control should support Union County when they, when they use these to get a vet. And that's just, my concerns, especially if people want to help them and pay for it. But I appreciate if you checked into that as to why we don't use more.
Well,
I can answer that question. We only use vets out of county when the vets in county can't take them. And I told Dory that. She said she let you know at the meeting.
I was
So-
just there Tuesday. I went Tuesday morning for a meeting Tuesday night. And Caitlin told me she did not like Dongola and she did not like McCandon, and that's why she didn't use them for many reasons. And Miller was always full, and the only 2 that she used was Hare and this place at Cape.
Yes.
And that's mileage to drive to Cape. That's spending our taxpayers' money to go to Cape.
Well, but we can't wait here. I mean, if an animal has an adopter and we call Miller James and they say it's a month before we can get you in to have it spayed or neutered, we take the animal to Cape because the animal sits there for another month waiting on an appointment. That's one more dog that we have to turn away or we have to put down.
Why not take him to Dongola when there's
Who's
spots down there?
Dongola?
Huh?
Who's Dongola vet?
Dongola vet?
Ulrich.
Ulrich. I've talked to Ulrich on the phone. He will not cooperate with the county at all. He won't even give our rabies tags out, which is required by a vet via ordinance.
Well,
So we can't.
I will definitely talk to Sarah Sullivan then, because she says she says it the other way around. She says she's paid 4 slots down there right now, and that animal control won't take the cats now. Well, she's a cat person. I'm a dog person, as far as that goes. But I know winter's coming on, and I hate to see cats starve. I hate to see any animal out here starving. But anyway, I just
Well,
appreciate.
and we do use Dr. Hare,
Yeah,
which is in Union County.
yeah.
Cape is the second choice if we can't get into him.
It's actually our third. We try to get to Miller James, but Miller James has basically told us we can't service animal control. It's too much. They're too busy. And Dr. Hare is just as busy, but
Yeah.
he will allot times for us, and to do it. And Dr. Hare is really good for the county, with his fees and stuff like that. He has always been really good to us. So we try to go there.
We used to use Miller James, but they
Yep.
couldn't do it.
Yeah, can you check into the one up in Canada and see about this traveling vet? I mean, I've got big dogs, I've been thought about that.
Well,
Come to my house.
we've got a vet with Dr. Hare.
I know, but then you go out of state to Cape
Well,
instead of, using Illinois and Union County.
we.
The one you're talking about to check with is Ulrich's.
No.
No, Dr. Heinrich.
Yeah.
Doc Heinrich.
Well, and Dongola.
He's not gonna come out to animal control for us.
Because, like I said, Sarah Sullivan says that, she said she worked when Tiffany was out there with
Mhm.
Tiffany, and that she would pay slots, and bless her heart, she bought cat houses for out at that filling station where all the cats were begging for food. And somebody stole all her cat houses out there. People try to help, they really try to help them. Anyway, I would just appreciate, anything you can do, because we do need that cat place. I mean, after me for 2 years telling everybody it was coming, and then I was so disappointed when I went out there and it wasn't there. But
Well, it is there. It's just
Just putting that
that
in cats in it.
we're not utilizing that at the moment. And like I said, it doesn't mean we're not going to, but at this point, it's all we can do to handle dogs and other animals.
Well, she told me that there was 20 cats. I saw the 3 offices and then, not 20 cats, 20 dogs that they were getting ready to walk. And, so she really couldn't, show me around a lot, and I did see one dog, and this would be, I guess, plus the 20, that had a room, and it had all these little puppies in it, and then there was 2 outside. But she said that the reason they were late walking the dogs, because they picked up a dog at Mount Vernon, and when I got home, I thought, why in the world would they pick a dog up in Mount Vernon? So because that's the way I was.
She dropped the dog off in Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon is our transport to get
Chicago.
tickets to Chicago. So there's like,
When they-
what are they called? Rescues
Yeah.
in Chicago. And so we have to get the animal up to Mount Vernon, and then somebody takes it from Mount Vernon to Chicago. So it's like every
It wasn't-
Tuesday or Thursday.
I just saw a car and they were taking the dog in, and I
Yeah.
thought that that's what she was talking about, but, okay, I think that's all the questions that I had. I just know people call us all the time, and they're upset about cats.
So, and the only other thing I would add, and I know the cats it's frustrating, but it seems like when we did take cats, we had the same 40 cats. And then you couldn't take any more anyway, because we had so many, it was so full, and people are not adopting cats, and rescues are not pulling cats. It's just, there's so many of them. So it was just like those same 40 cats just lived at animal control, and we couldn't get rid of them unless we euthanize them. And, our public doesn't want us to do that either. So
I guess maybe if we had a program to spay and neuter, and people actually would help pay for it, not they clip their ear, they'll pick them up where they're at.
Yep.
Which my cats been spayed, and bless their heart, they didn't clip her ear, and I thought, well, I hate for them to catch her, take her,
Yeah.
Anyway, just, what other animals do you get? Because our contract says dogs, cats, and other animals.
We've
We get
had-
horses, cows,
Donkeys,
rabbits,
rabbits,
pigs,
chickens.
these are all the animals we know we have, we're all naming them. Yeah, ferret. So a lot of other animals that we do pick up. It's just,
Domesticated.
yeah.
Yeah, I know you don't pick up skunks,
No.
raccoons, and
No.
possums.
No snakes, nothing like that.
I just think we're blessed to have animal control, and I appreciate all everybody does, but that was just some concerns that, people call us all the time too. So, over the animal control, and we want to help all we can too, so we appreciate that.
I have a question.
Do it.
Since she is an elected official of the city of Anna, and you were appointed to the committee,
Yes,
to the animal control committee by the mayor,
yes.
is there any way we could get her included into the Union County Animal?
Yes,
Meetings.
so we haven't had them. So it's not that it's not that you haven't been invited. We haven't had any meetings since I reached out to each of the municipalities and asked them to appoint someone. I did that because our plan was to start having those meetings in July when our new building was done. Well, it wasn't done in July. It wasn't done in August or September or October. It just now got done a week ago. So they're in the process of moving over. So we're planning still to start those meetings, but it probably won't be till December or January before we have them. But I promise you, I haven't been excluded from them, and we haven't had them.
Yeah, because it's been like a year or so that he,
Yeah. Well, we thought we'd be done in July, and I should have known that most contracts run late. So,
Well, I appreciate that.
yeah, but I'll make sure that you're on there. So
All right, thank you.
you're welcome.
Anybody else? Committee reports?
Well, next, we had our Southern Five meeting, last Tuesday. And this time of year, it don't seem like there's a lot going on, but our next meeting is December 10th at 5:30. There was a couple things that I was going to mention. If I can find them. One was the grant process in Dongola. The Stronger Community Program demolition grants. And the village of Cobden is working on getting the first round of houses approved for demolition down there, the dilapidated, this, that, and the other. And on a side note, this is the county of Pulaski. They're awaiting an award for ambulance and striker stretcher grant application. I thought, so that seems the way everybody's moving now. So, and basically everybody's invited to our next meeting down there. And it was our I-30, Owen, Illinois.
Yeah, animal control's going good, the new building, it's looking good, it's functional, everything's working, thank God. But, being that said, you know, we're now able to house twice the amount of dogs and animals that we normally could, so them donations, monetary donations, you know, kibbles and bits and stuff like that would be greatly appreciated.
I seen something in the local paper. I see a picture of it, it's looking really good, really nice, and it mentioned something about an open house.
Yeah, we're gonna do that as soon as we get everything moved in.
We can think February, something like that, maybe.
Probably December, January.
It's good, yeah. Everybody wear their warm clothes.
Yep. Yeah, we're just trying to we couldn't move into the building until they were completely done, because you don't want to be moving in and then they're trying to finish and then, you know, we're in the way, or that's the excuse of it not getting done, so.
It's nice for
She's
you
moving
and
everything.
everything.
I think the people of the county are gonna be well pleased with it. I think they are.
I've talked to everybody that,
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a real asset to the community.
And we want to get the other
It's a great building.
old stuff tore down, cleaned up,
Mhm.
all that before we do the open house.
Yeah.
Where it looks a lot better.
It's really looking good.
you know, I always state every meeting to the county, you know, to the citizens, please keep your pets spayed and neutered. If you've done that, save the county a lot of money.
It would, not a heartache.
That's all I got.
Building permits?
No,
None. Nothing under old business. New business, approved payment of bills. Everybody had a chance to look at the bill list. Any questions?
I make a motion to pay the bills.
I second that.
Commissioner Harville?
Yes.
Commissioner Pitts?
Yes.
Commissioner Miller?
Yes. Next item, approve attorney fee bills. These are the extra over budget bills. We have three totaling $36.65.44. Will that be the last one for the, what do you think? we'll have?
no, there'll probably be some more, because we can put stuff in this fiscal year up until December 15th. So if any come in and they're for this period, I'll put them in this period.
Got a motion to approve the extra attorney fee bills.
I make a motion to approve.
I second that motion.
Commissioner Harville?
Yes.
Commissioner Pitts?
Yes.
Commissioner Miller?
Yes. Next item, employment agreement for Chief Deputy Anthony Pena. We had approved this happening and so forth. This is the actual agreement. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. But it's basically just what it says it is. Any questions about that? You have anything to add, Sheriff?
Huge asset, thank you.
I think so too.
Make a motion to approve. I second that.
Commissioner Harville?
Yes.
Commissioner Pitts?
Yes.
Commissioner Miller?
Yes. Next item, resolution appointing members of the Union County Alexander Joint Emergency Telephone System Board. We have 2 seats expiring. We have Kent Pitts as the county commissioner for a term expiring November 30th, 2028. And Steve Hartline as a public member for a term expiring November 30th, 2028. I make a motion, we approve this resolution appointing these 2 members back to the Union County Alexander Joint Emergency Telephone System Board, which short terms is 911.
I second that.
Commissioner Harville?
Yes.
Commissioner Pitts?
Yes.
Commissioner Miller?
Yes. Next item, quick claim deed to Union County trustee.
I explained that to you.
Yeah.
So that is for, Commissioner Harville, you brought it up to me, a guy calling about a piece of property behind Ready Mix in Anna. So when we went and researched that piece of property, we found out that the owner was Union County, because back in 1940s, they didn't pay their taxes and it went to Union County. That was before we had the trustee program, where now they go to the trustee and the trustee auctions them off so that we can get them for all the taxing bodies. But that was before that time. So it just sat there when Amy looked it up, said it's Union County's property. He wanted us to sell it to him. We're not doing anything with it. It butts up against his property. But I told him, I can't sell you something outright. I just can't do that because I got to offer it to everybody. So I contacted the trustees program and they basically put that property in their program. So it's showing up on the sealed bids auctions. But right now, the deed is in the name of Union County, and we need it to be in the name of Union County trustees. So that's what this quitclaim deed is changing it from Union County to Union County trustees so that they can sell it to whoever bids on it.
I'll be nice and late with you.
You're such a good.
I know.
Any questions? I'll make a motion, we approve the quitclaim deed to Union County trustee. That's their say.
Commissioner Harville?
Yes.
Mr. Pitts?
Yes.
Commissioner Miller?
Yes. Next item, fiscal year 2024 budget amendment. This is a resolution where we're basically moving funds to finish up the 2024 year, take care of the budget.
And that should be your last one, because,
Sure.
yep, we'll be in next year, so.
Questions on that? I'll make a motion, we approve the fiscal year 2024 budget amendment as presented.
I'll second that.
Commissioner Harville?
Yes.
Mr. Pitts?
Yes.
Commissioner Miller?
Yes. Next item, combined annual budget and appropriations ordinance for the fiscal year commencing on December 1st, 2024, ending November 30th, 2025. Here it is.
Would you redo that real quick?
I'm not gonna read it. But we've all went through this and approved the budget and several $1 million there, so. If there's no questions, I make a motion to approve the combined annual budget appropriations ordinance for the fiscal year commencing on December 1, 2024, ending on November 30th, 2025.
I'll second that.
Commissioner Harville?
Yes.
Commissioner Pitts?
Yes.
Commissioner Miller?
Yes. Okay. Now, take a second to thank you, Angie, for all your hard work and all the elected officials and so forth that let us get this done on time and posted, presented, and approved. And look forward to the coming year. So, again, thanks for all your hard work.
You're welcome.
We appreciate it.
And everybody did great staying in their budgets this last year, so
Yeah.
that makes it easier.
Hopefully we can say that again next year.
Yep.
Hopefully we'll, some of these extra bills for a while too.
Right.
All right. We don't have anything, do we, for executive session? All right. Other business, anybody?
Since the last meeting, I've had the chance to sit in on a couple of meetings related to EMS, and first one was down at Shawnee College, part of their Allied Health Advisory Committee. So there's a push down there for them to really engage in the EMS program. So this semester they had an EMR program up here at Union County to gain some interest, and they're going to have regular EMR and EMT classes starting up next semester. So they're really hoping to get more people in this area that are trained and ready to go. So that's gonna be a huge benefit for our area.
Is that the college you said, or?
The college, on college. Yeah, and then the second, thing I was at was trauma symposium earlier this week, Monday and Tuesday. That was up at Walters Bluff. We had a major conversation up there, 200 people involved, discussing how we're gonna get our ground transport back where it needs to be. So there's gonna be a big push towards recruitment and retention on the ground ambulance level here in this region. So hopefully we'll see some changes and we'll really benefit from that.
How are you on employees now?
I've had 3 interviews in the last 2 weeks. Once we get cleared, that'll leave us to having 2 full-time spots available. So that's improving.
Are they medics or just basics?
Basics. I've got 2 full-time spots, but 1 person that's currently here is in paramedic school, so that may be switching.
Tested last night for, dispatcher. Had 6 show up. So we'll see how it goes with the interviews for that position. David Wan's leaving December 15th. So, last night. Retiring. No, I guess I should say not just leaving, retiring.
Full-time vacancy.
More bagels.
I attended the IACO conference Monday and Tuesday. Up there, it's all the county officials and everything, so that a lot of folks, I don't know of anything changing. I didn't get into any of their offices and stuff, but had good meetings up there and, nothing really to report there. But, the election, I told you guys, went smooth. We just finished it out. That's done, so now we're moving into the consolidated, so filing period's over for the consolidated election, which will be on April Fool's Day of 25, so that'll be the next one coming up. I don't know much else. I don't know what that going.
Did the numbers change any?
We went up, we're above 12,000 now, back, as far as our voter registrations over here. Because we had so many new voters come in, I've never seen, and it wasn't just here, talking to other clerks throughout the whole state, almost record number of new voters that voted basically for this election that came in to register and vote. So that was a very big trend, I think, nationally, not only just here through the state. So a lot of interest in elections again, but everything's went smooth, I think, throughout even the whole state. I don't know of any reports. We were good and this area was good. I think everybody had a pretty smooth election day. So that was one of the good things, I think, with some of those elections. Sometimes you never know what will come out of the woodworks, but it went well. But now we're, like I said, transitioning into the consolidated one now. So we'll be working on that and going from there and try to remind everybody to vote in that one too. That one's impacts you just as much or more, in my opinion. So that's all I've got.
Anybody else?
But how progress coming along with the ambulance department and the highway department building over there? Is it
Monday, Mayor Network is coming in to switch over the computer systems for the highway department.
good deal? So,
Have they started moving in?
No, not officially until the computers get moved. Telephones have been set up, so we're just waiting for the computers to be moved and then they're gonna move files.
But you're ready for them.
Absolutely.
Very good. All right. Anybody else? Lee, you're the only one that hasn't said anything. Just here.
no happy Thanksgiving?
All right. Well, I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the holiday with your family and friends. And motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. I second that. Third that.
Commissioner Harville,
Yes.
Commissioner Pitts,
Yes.
Commissioner Miller,
Yes.
9 a.m.